This is Pac-Man Jones with Savannah Seaport News. Now, before I start off the 6th installment of Savannah for Dummies, I like to say the 35th homicide of 2017 actually happened on December the 30th. Actually, I didn't really find out about this until I actually looked at the newspaper article 2 days after his death. On December the 30th, around 4 a.m., the body of Eric Lamar Jenkins was discovered by Savannah police around Montgomery Street and West Park Avenue. Now, initially, they reported his death as suspicious, but later on in the autopsy report, they found out that he died from a gunshot wound. So, I know in the last homicide video, I said 34 homicides was the total, but it looks like it was 35 homicides. Now, just to go over the whole stats of the whole crime that happened in the year 2017, within the whole city, or really the whole county of Chatham County, as I just said, the homicide count for the whole county was 35 homicides. Compare that to last year in 2016, we was at 50 homicides. Compared to 2015, we were at 53 homicides at the end of the year. So homicides have gone down, but the nature of homicides are still the same. I mean, we had triple homicides in 2017. We had double homicides. I mean, it was just a really reckless year still. As we look on more of the stats, rape. Now, rape is defined two different ways. On this map, it says rape 11A, and you'll see rape 11B and 11C. Now, commercial robbery for the year of 2017. Commercial robbery, just to break that down to y'all, commercial robbery is just robbing a business, some type of business. Street robbery, of course, kind of self-explanatory, robbing somebody just on the street. Residential robbery kind of explains itself to robbing somebody's house. Assault with a gun and also assault without a gun. As you can see in the red of course means the numbers have increased from last year, and what's increased from this year is rape, commercial robbery, and also assault without a gun. And on the other half of that list, you'll see commercial burglary at 231 for the whole year. Residential burglary 1,104. Sudden snatching 102. Shoplifting 1,760. That crime is always popular in Savannah, shoplifting. Another one, theft from vehicle 2,108. What else? Theft from yard 805. Theft from building 1,050. The larceny 223. And I must remind you that this is all the reported crime that happened this year. Reported crime. As we all know, there's one body that hasn't been discovered yet. So, I mean, we can pretty much say 36 homicides because, like I said in other videos, the body of Jameson Lemons hasn't been found yet. So, we can assume that is a homicide. We just don't know where his body is. And like I said, this is reported crime. So, take street robbery with the grain of salt because, you know, a lot of people get robbed on the street and they just don't call the police. A lot more people get raped and just don't call the police either. But, you know, obviously residential robbery and commercial robbery and burglary and all those other crimes are reported for the most part. But even with residential burglary, I mean, there's some people that just don't call the police on that either. You know, there's some people that just don't get the police involved with anything. So take these numbers, you know, like I said, with just a grain of salt because, you know, there's a lot more crime that does happen that people in the street just don't report because a lot of people just have this strength in just not calling the police to figure things out on themselves. But this is all the information that I did have, and I would like to say I had more information while I was trying to get more information, but I got in contact with one of the people who does the crime stuff, like the crime data, and I was trying to get more information about the neighborhoods. People ask me what's the most dangerous neighborhood. I mean, I don't really like answering those type of questions because the people that watch my stuff, not only do they live in Savannah, of course, but a lot of the people that watch my stuff live in these neighborhoods where I'm talking about the crime and everything else that goes on. And if I was to show you a map of all the assaults and just violent crimes, I mean, the whole city of Savannah would show up as like icons of just robbery or like violent crimes, just pretty much. So like I said, just take all the data. I said not really so much accurate. I know this is probably, I would say, 95% accurate, but like I said, yeah, just take this for what it is. But that's all for right now. It's Pac-Man Jones with Savannah Seaport News, and stay blessed, Seaport.